as a lot of you would probably recognize this. This is Astra Armada that's in ArcCorp, which you probably know from when we released the social module. And one of our challenges is that, you know, the new paradigm of Star Citizen is you can go to all these planets, you can explore all the planets. We're not just going to have a cutscene to go down to the surface and have a very limited landing area. So the old ArcCorp, you basically were in a sort of well-detailed first-person small level, and everything outside of it was sort of a, you know, kind of it was basically faked. And in the new way, the new planetary tech, we can't. So here we are in Astra Armada. The Raven's there, which is the the spaceship that goes with the Octane. And beyond 3.0, we're going to add the ability to buy or lease ships. So that would be, you know, the first place you're probably doing that would actually be on ArcCorp in the Astra Armada store. And of course, you're also seeing some level of our subsumption AI going on, which is also something we're continually working on improving. And next year, it will be even more self-aware. Right, let's head out. Okay, so we've got a bit bigger. The big difference with ArcCorp that we have now is that there isn't really a skybox. Everything is real. So, well, not real, it's digital, but it's there. It's a digital thing. So let's just head through the main plaza of Area 18 here in ArcCorp, which, like I said, you guys will have known from the social module, although it's quite a bit different than it was in terms of scope, scale. Obviously, you can see a lot of the advertising and vibe stuff. But let's head out through the customs.
You're clear. Move along.
All right, let's go. So everyone's in a line, as always, if you're going anywhere to get through immigration. Here we go, the main flying pass. So, yeah, very Blade Runner-esque we got going. So this is a Terrapin, which again isn't in 3.0, but is going to be just after 3.0. Although I think we should probably, Glenn, shouldn't really. Let's start the small amount, right? The new Aurora, perhaps.
Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check. Engines are on.
All right, let's take off. Let's go flying. not sure we're going to let you actually get this close to the populated areas, but we'll let you guys do it.
Landing gear raised.
So what you're seeing here is ArcCorp, which is essentially a full-size, Earth-size planet completely covered with man-made structures and at a real scale. So you're seeing everything to the horizon, fully covered. You can basically fly all over ArcCorp. So you can see off in the distance another city club. So that up in the distance is area 17, and we're flying over the suburbs now. So this is pretty much Coruscant. And this is our engine wizards in the Frankfurt office. Who's doing this? So Marco Corbetta and Alex Ramati, who will be out here in a bit. And actually area 17 over there is about 25 kilometers in distance. So we're just gonna kind of head over to it.
Landing gear deployed.
2947!
There's our tradition. Hello, CitizenCon 2947.
Landing gear raised.
Term that we're going to be building on our bigger, more populated planets, multiple landing zones. So Area 18 is one of them. Area 17 would be potentially another one, and we'd have quite a few around ArcCorp because it's such a big planet and the detail and the scale that we're going for. We sort of feel like it has to be more than just one landing zone or two landing zones and then nothing else on the rest of the planet. So it has to feel believable at the scale of our universe. And that's always quite a challenge, but some of the technology that we've been building is allowing us to do that, as you can sort of see from the visuals that we're flying around here, where we literally have a planet covered by a city. So ArcCorp is one of our planets. Let's gonna head up to space, I think, here in a bit, Glenn. We can have a little view of Area 17 as we go beside it, though. I don't think any other game's quite got this level of scale. And that little the red cluster you see up there is actually the pyro system. So when we leave Stanton, that will be one of our destinations. And you sort of see. Yeah. Well, don't worry, we're working hard on it for you guys. One of the space stations in orbit around ArcCorp. So I think I've mentioned before that most of the big kind of more advanced or settled or industrialized planets will have quite a few space stations in geosynchronous orbit, so that when say someone with a large ship like a Hull C or a D brings in cargo, we go to the space station and then the cargo can be offloaded and brought down to the planet. So we're just going to head to one of them. It's built using a new modular space station setup, and it's actually beyond 3.0. You're going to see a lot of space stations and variety, and we'll talk a little bit about how we're going to put them together and build them up in around the Stanton system and the other systems as we expand out. And the key is it's all, we're not low. There's no loading screens or anything. We just flew up from the city. We were down in Area 18. Then we were flying around these huge skyscrapers, and now we're just heading up to the orbital space station. Glenn's just showing off. And again, this would be, like I said, one of the places where cargo would come in, it would be unloaded, and then there would be NPCs or a player could potentially take smaller amounts down. But to give you an idea of this is, the beauty of the sort of Star Citizen 64-bit precision is like we fully, it's all there. We're up here on a space station looking down on the planet. Jump? I don't know, Glenn. Should we jump or not jump? Nah, I don't think so, right? let's get back on the platform. Well, no, his EVA counters the gravity. Plus, gravity is much weaker up here than it's down on the planet. But the gravity is actually properly simulated all the way through, based on your distance from the center of the planet. Get up. All right. And so inside these are all got interiors, and in fact, we'll show you kind of how we build them in a second. But yeah, just give you the idea of the scale, because you know this space station didn't look that big from a while ago, and of course, see how big it is now that we're up close. And if we go through here, there'll be an elevator we get through on the other side that would get us into the atrium. So we'll show you a bit of that in a little bit. Let's kind of continue on with our journey. To Hurston plan, or just want to do some sightseeing? There we go. There's ArcCorp. No, that doesn't look very big. That's because we're sort of zoomed out on the star map. But Lorville is 23,205,500, whatever that is, 968, 66 now, 68 kilometers away, which is quite a long distance. So should we start our quantum? So as you can see, we've upgraded the whole sort of jump effects and everything using the new GPU particle system that's coming in with 3.0. Yet another thing that we've added, which you can see with the contrails and the engine trails. Now, 23 million kilometers, even at 0.2 of the speed of light, takes about 8 minutes. Now, and actually in the gameplay side of things, it probably would actually take you longer for the journey because you'll probably get pulled out of quantum by some other ships, and there'll be we won't probably let you go one jump directly to the other jump because there needs to be some time invested in getting there, like taking cargo or whatever else. But just a pure and unaltered, uninterrupted jump's about 8 minutes at our quantum speed. So while we're doing that, we're going to take a little bit of time to reflect back on the tech that you saw on